Thank you. Our next question will come from Annie for candidate Mike Leonard.
Mike, you've been on the planning board as well as other town panels. Many projects in Phillipstown require extensive, lengthy reviews, especially those that have historic significance. At the Glencliff property near the rec center, the Desmond Fish Mansion is in danger of being destroyed. Was this subdivision fast-tracked, and did it receive sufficient review?
The answer is clearly yes, as far as sufficient reviews. All of the projects, in fact, actually, I was thinking about it when this question came up once before. Since I've been on the planning board since 2010 and been the chairman of the planning board since 2012, 18 commercial projects have come before it in the town. Basically, all the projects are evaluated exactly the same. And that, first of all, just quickly, it requires an engineer to present for the applicant, so that obviously we also have what's called a pre-application meeting. So this particular project, along with the others, go through that. They're evaluated. Are all of the steps there? The criteria going to be met? Are they going to meet what's called SECRA, which is the State Environmental Quality Review Act? They're going to be able to meet those standards. Basically, what's occurred on this particular project is, yes, there is, and of course what you do also is make sure that you identify any uniqueness or issues as far as what goes on in a particular property. This particular property, it was about to be subdivided 3 ways into 60 acres. Each particular lot was established, obviously, to fit the particular zoning, which called for 20 acre zoning, which would allow for a residential structure, and the actual mansion, which would be on lot 2, was considered the structure which is existing for that. I can tell you without a doubt, and to painstaking levels, the boards went out for site visits. That means to walk down, see what's going on, where are the proposed houses, because basically, especially if you're going to sell it, you have to be able to establish where potential building can occur. And of course, obviously, in particular, which I want to mention quickly, which is the actual trails and the rears of the property, that had to be ensured that that was kept intact. So we did a lot, we took a lot of steps there and in every site. Thanks.
I believe that people are intelligent enough to make their own decisions and to actually govern themselves. And there are cases where we do need informed experts to make decisions on things such as zoning and where to put building sites, etc. Lengthy reviews for the sake of a lengthy review just doesn't make any good sense to me. Sounds like it could involve a lot of people's time, resources of money, etc. Certainly Desmond Fish was a very important historical character person to the community, and any project that we look at, we should just make sure that we do our due diligence.
I completely agree with Mike that the planning board viewed this process completely. The other interesting or important fact is that this is private property, and it's owned privately. It's not a town property. And I know everybody's concern is it's right next to the rec department. But whatever happens with that mansion, or the former Fish Mansion, would also be under review. Not only was the subdivision under review, but that particular plat of land and that building would be under review of the town planning board as well. So at that point, there needs to be some discussion about the historic value of the building, the proximity to the rec department, and so on. Because that is a unique piece of property, without a doubt, and it's very important that it's vetted and it's discussed with the public. So that would be nice.
This goes to my point about the board working out of an echo chamber. 5 people from the same party on an issue like this. I think this should have been brought out to the public a little bit more. I believe the recreation is serves a vital role to the community for our children and for adult services. And I was told or heard that we might lose the use of the backfield behind the rec center. Now, something to transpire like that and not have enough public input or public discussion, or even discuss with the landowners this possible use, or maybe get some kind of a deed easement that we have full use of that land without just having to get written permission and the loss of that. How that goes unnoticed, I don't know. But if I'm elected to this position, if I see that come up, it will get out to the public, we'll have a public discussion about it, so we don't lose things like that that are vital importance in our community.
Thank you, Lee.